What's up, Sports Fury Nation? What time is it? Fury time!
And it's also NBA Finals time.
That's right. The NBA Finals is this Thursday, May 30th, Game 1 in Toronto. And Sean, for the first time in a long time, we do not have a LeBron James in the NBA Finals.
Oh, my God.
But that's okay.
Yeah,
because there's a
good
new
thing.
sheriff in town from the East, and that's the Klaw. The Klaw. Kawhi Leonard led the Raptors in his first season in Toronto and took them to the NBA Finals, where they will meet the Golden State Warriors.
And we've seen some magic out of the Raptors. We saw the quad doink. We
Against
saw
Philly.
Against Philly.
Yeah.
And then we also saw 4 straight wins after going down 0-2 against the Milwaukee Bucks, the number 1 defensive team in the league.
And the number 1 transitional offense in the league going into the NBA playoffs for the Milwaukee Bucks. It looked like it was going to be over early after those first 2 games, but damn, great adjustments made by the Toronto Raptors in that series.
Yeah.
They played phenomenal defense on the perimeter. They played great defense on Giannis. Kawhi Leonard was masterful on that defensive end. I mean, Giannis just did not know what to do.
He was always doubled or triple teamed.
Yes.
Always.
Absolutely. And too much inconsistency from the Milwaukee Bucks. And the Toronto Raptors, hey, they're moving to the NBA Finals for this very first time, and that is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They're meeting the Golden State Warriors, who are looking for their three-peat here this year. But the Raptors have the home field advantage.
Yes, they do, guys.
Home court advantage.
Home court advantage. Now, we already know the Warriors. They don't need the home court advantage. They got a solid team. What else can we say about the Golden State Warriors? They've been here, done it, and they're back again.
So, actually, the home court advantage makes a pretty big difference, especially in this very first game.
The first game it does,
because Toronto will be at home for games 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And then game 1 is really crucial because they are 1-point favorites against Golden State, and Golden State is not going to have KD in this game 1.
Yeah.
And questionable right now is DeMarcus Cousins. Iggy, he's day-to-day.
He's day-to-day. We're going to see what happens with that. Yeah.
So getting the home court advantage here in the NBA Finals was absolutely crucial.
It actually
because you're at home, you're in Toronto, you know the fans are going to be hyped. Everyone in Jurassic Park is going to be going wild. It's going to be an amazing atmosphere. You're at home. There's no Kevin Durant, so this is your best opportunity to start the series off hot and with a win.
Right?
Yeah,
set a tone.
So Sean, in this first game, without Kevin Durant, do you think the Raptors will take advantage of that and get that first win in this series on Thursday, May 30th?
Dude, I don't know. I don't know. The reason I say that is because the Warriors, they've shown time and time again. They went into Portland and did it. They did it in Houston.
Right, okay.
Even without KD, they've shothe resiliency.
Here's my argument against that, though, because that's a great point.
Yeah.
That's a great point. They did it without Kevin Durant closing out that Rocket series, and then they just swept the Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah.
But no disrespect to the Portland Trailblazers or the Houston Rockets with James Harden, who's an MVP candidate this year. Again, kudos to him. Yeah. Great season. But Kawhi Leonard is one of the best players, and you could argue he's the best player on planet Earth right now.
That's true.
And what he did against Milwaukee, Sean, we picked the Milwaukee Bucks to win that series.
We were completely wrong.
And Toronto went on a tear. They beat them 4 games in a row after going 0-2. Yeah. That was phenomenal. Kawhi Leonard, and he is a Golden State killer, man. We've seen Golden State struggle against Kawhi Leonard because he is just a superstar on both ends of the court. He can get it done.
He was carrying the Spurs.
You can't stop Kawhi Leonard.
Remember that first round against the Spurs, Warriors?
Yes.
And until Zaza hurt him, they were up by like 20 points.
And you know what they say about karma? It's a bitch. Even though Zaza is not there anymore.
That's true.
You don't think Kawhi Leonard's thinking, man, if I had been in that series, there's no way San Antonio would have got swept. It would have been a completely different series. He was kicking that ass.
Yeah.
So it's easy to say that they don't need Kevin Durant because they're still a great team, and the offense is amazing even without him. Yeah. But the Toronto defense, what I've seen from them, especially in that Milwaukee series. Remember, Milwaukee had the number 1 transitional offense going into the NBA playoffs. They looked unstoppable. The defensive matchups that they were able to put together and fluster the Milwaukee offense and make them so goddamn inconsistent, especially going into the late of the game. Late third quarter, fourth quarter, for 4 games in a row, Milwaukee just folded like a lawn chair, including Giannis.
See, this is the thing though with when it comes to coming to the Raptors, you are exactly right. If they're going to have a chance to take a game and set a tone, this is definitely a game. No KD. DeMarcus Cousins, he's questionable, but he hasn't played pretty much since first round. But no KD is very big, right? Not having Kevin Durant out there. But the thing is you like you said, Raptors force the Bucks to collapse. They force Giannis, one of the best players in the NBA. But the thing is, the Warriors aren't weak-minded like the Bucks are. They've been here, done it. Their resiliency.
That's the thing.
Even with all the criticism what Steph was getting, Steph, he's not good anymore. KD.
And then he just started averaging like over 30 points a game.
Exactly.
As soon as Kevin Durant went down. No, absolutely, that's a great point, But, the Toronto Raptors, I'm going to say they're going to get this game 1 win right here at home. There's no doubt about it. They're going to get this game 1 win at home. And, you're right. The Golden State Warriors, they're not the Bucks. No. Because one thing they had going into this playoffs, especially into the second round with the teams that were remaining, they have experience. So much more abundance of experience in the playoffs and winning the entire damn thing over all these other teams. Yeah. So that's key. But I think Toronto will win game 1 at home. The crowd is going to be too hype. Iggy probably, maybe he won't play. Even if he does, maybe he's not 100% in that game. Yeah. No Kevin Durant. I'm not going to count that DeMarcus Cousins is going to be in there. And even if he is, I'm not going to count on him being so productive. Yeah. I think the Raptors get it done in game 1.
See, I don't see him getting done in game 1. Now, this is their best chance to do it, right? And set a good tone.
Hands down.
But I just don't. I just have the Warriors. They're just too good right now. And they're clicking on all cylinders. And Draymond Green, even though Curry's averaging 30 points, Draymond Green is averaging a triple-double in this last round, right? Mm-hmm. He's monstrous.
Now, going back to the regular season, the Golden State Warriors did lose both games against the Toronto Raptors.
That's true.
One game went into overtime. Let's see. In that game that went into overtime, Sean, the Raptors won 131 to 128. Yes. And that was without Steph Curry. That was without Steph Curry.
That's true.
So, okay, let's see what happened in the next game. Game number 2. This was in Golden State. Yes. Toronto still won. Curry was in there.
Yes.
Clay was in there. KD was in there. Yes. Draymond Green's in there. At home, they lost to the Toronto Raptors without the Klaw.
That's true. Now that does look. If you're looking at it, you're like, oh my God, Raptors. They're 2-0 against the Warriors in the regular season. Well, we saw that with the Rockets. They had a better record against the Warriors in the regular season, and that didn't mean shit.
Exactly. A playoff basketball is a completely different game than the regular season, and no one has been playing it better than the Golden State Warriors. So I'm going to give the Raptors game number 1, and then game number 2, I would say it's still a toss-up because maybe Kevin Durant is still not ready by game 2, which will be on Sunday. So there's going to be a couple of days rest in between then.
Yeah.
Between games 1 and 2, there's going to be quite a bit of
There's a lot of days between these games. I'm a little shocked about that.
Which is good for the Golden State Warriors, and you're looking to get back Iggy and Cousins and KD. So game 1 goes to Toronto. Game 2 is going to be a toss-up, but ultimately, Sean, I am going to stick with what I originally picked in the beginning of the playoffs. In the beginning of the playoffs, I said it was going to be Raptors versus Warriors. Now, I did go back on that in the Eastern Conference Finals. Right before that series started, I changed it to the Bucks. I should have just stuck with my regular pick.
Should have.
Raptors, Warriors, and I'm going to say that the Golden State Warriors, I'm going to stick with this, are going to be the NBA champions. They will knock out the Toronto Raptors, and I'm going to say it happens in 6 games. In 6 games. Okay. Game 1 goes to Toronto, and from then out, I think the Golden State Warriors will win 4 of the next 5.
I'm going to pick Golden State also. To me, Raptors just. I know that their role players did come alive a little bit in that last game in the Bucks series. Right, but we saw.
Van Vliet was tremendous.
Amazing.
He was absolutely phenomenal.
He looked phenomenal.
Now here's the thing. If you're the Toronto Raptors, do you bench Danny Green, who has been absolutely fucking ass in the NBA playoffs, especially in that Eastern Conference Finals? Do you bench him?
No.
No, you don't bench him at all.
No. Reason why? His defense. He's still a great defender, and you need starting lineup. You're gonna need that motherfucker's defense against Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. You need those long ass arms against them, right? Because Danny Green's he's a tall motherfucker. You need the length.
All right.
So I would say leave him in there for defensive purposes.
Now, for the Toronto Raptors fans, are like, oh man, okay, you guys you're doubting us again. Mm-hmm. All right, we like that. We want to be the underdogs, and I get that. And listen, if you guys end up winning the Toronto Raptors,
yes,
we'll be happy for you because that'll be your first.
I'm hoping
this is your first NBA Finals appearance.
Yes,
this will be your first NBA championship. That'd be great to see.
I am hoping y'all win. I want something different, right? But I'm picking the Warriors to win. Now, I do pick the Warriors to win in probably 5 games.
Oh, 5?
I'm 5. Best case scenario, 6.
You're going Warriors in 5. You won't even go 6 games.
6 is at the best case scenario for the Raptors, but I'm saying 5 games.
Okay. I'm going Warriors. It happens in 6 games. I think the experience is too much. And unlike against the Milwaukee Bucks, the Golden State Warriors offense, it's much more complicated than the offense that the Milwaukee Bucks make. And the Golden State Warriors, they make much more better adjustments than Milwaukee did. Milwaukee was very frustrating. Not a whole lot of adjustments being made. When they were clogging the lane, the Toronto Raptors were, where were the pick and rolls? Where were the screens for Giannis? You saw Toronto doing that a lot with Leonard. Why weren't they doing that much more with Giannis?
And what pissed me off even worse is that a lot of people were not cutting. Cut without the ball. Back screens, off-ball screens. See, who's best at that? It's the Warriors.
In that last game against Milwaukee and Toronto, the guy that looked the least scared of the moment was Brook Lopez. Yeah. Now, the Golden State Warriors, like I said, the experience is key here. Yeah. Draymond's going to be there. You got Clay. You got Steph Curry. Iggy will come back eventually. Yeah. And then KD, they don't need KD, but they're OP when KD comes back into the offense. Yes. But Golden State, everybody, and then the bench players, the role players, guys like Alonzo McKinney. You got Quinn Cook. You got Looney. Looney has been amazing.
He's been amazing.
Crashing those boards and stuff like that. So again, second chance opportunities. Yeah. And, in Golden State Warriors, I don't think we're going to see them folding like lawn chairs like you saw Milwaukee going into the later games. That's where they come alive, man. Yeah. And you can highly contest the shots of the Golden State Warriors, and it won't faze them at all.
Dude, just think about this. The last 3 games that the Warriors won, they were down at halftime and in the third quarter, and they came back for each of those games.
Now, if Kevin Durant is not playing 2 or 3 games in this series, then Toronto has an even better shot at winning this thing. Yes. Like I said, I have Warriors in 6. I wouldn't be surprised if it does go to 7. But Kawhi Leonard, I think, even with KD coming back, if he's not 100%, Kawhi Leonard will be the best player on the court in this series.
No doubt. Now, I will say this. With the Raptors, please, Nick Nurse, please be smart enough not to leave Marc Gasol in there. Because I think that's going to be a liability. Marc Gasol on those pick and rolls, switches, because you have to switch. You cannot not switch against the Warriors. Imagine Marc Gasol trying to guard a Steph Curry or Klay Thompson. You can't do it. Put Serge Ibaka in there. He's a lot more athletic, and he's not going to do great, but he can do a better job than Marc Gasol.
Matchups that I'm looking forward to. I mean, the backcourt of the Golden State Warriors. The Toronto Raptors play good perimeter defense against Milwaukee because Milwaukee had shooters, and they had length. Yeah. But I'm much more confident in the Splash Brothers and guys like that from the Golden State Warriors. But down in the paint, key points in the paint, rebounds, that's going to be key. I'm looking forward to Draymond bumping and grinding down there in the paint, getting to work against Looney against guys like Ibaka and Siakam and Kawhi Leonard. I think that's going to be key there. Down in the paint, getting the rebounds, getting second chance opportunities there, especially on the offensive side. So I'm going with the Golden State Warriors in 6 games. But that's our opinion. Raptors, kudos to you guys. We're so happy that you guys made it to the NBA Finals.
Please win.
I feel like, even though our hearts might be with you, going just with our brains, we're going with the Golden State Warriors.
But we're going to be streaming all those games, and we're going to be excited if y'all could pull some games out, man. We're going to be pumped.
That's our take, but we want to know yours down in the comment section down below. And make sure to drop that like button on this goddamn video. Share it, whatever. Let us know your thoughts about it. And we will see you for Game 1 and for the remainder of the series.
All of them. So if you're a new subscriber, turn on your notifications, guys. And go follow us on Twitter, Instagram. All the social medias are in the description box down below, guys. We'll see you then.
All right, let us know who you got. And until next time, you take care, you beautiful bastards. Keep it too sweet.